Thank you so much. Folks, I just wanted to come on today for like a short show just to update what we know here and to look at this case and the diabolical nature of what has occurred here. And in the 2 weeks where Veronica Butler and Jillian Kelly went missing, the outstanding work that was done by law enforcement in making 4 arrests, recovering the bodies, doing an unbelievable investigative job, finding the burner phones, finding the connection to the burner phones, locating the bodies that were buried 10 feet below the ground on the property that was being leased by one of the conspirators, Tad Cullum, who leased the land from a guy named Beasley. So all of these things that law enforcement accomplished in such a short period of time is amazing. They did an amazing job, and we're going to keep following this. And one of the things, of course, I want to find out, like everyone else who's in this chat here, we had Tiffany Adams confess. I want to know the cause of death of these poor victims. I think that's important. I think it also shows the callousness and the hatred by Tiffany Adams and Tad Cullum and Cole Twombly and Cora Twombly. And we realize these 2 women that you see on the screen, Veronica and Jillian Kelly, this was all just about a custody battle. 2 people in the prime of their life lost their lives over a custody battle. Crazy, right? And the 4 people that we've been following, the 4 people arrested, Tiffany Michelle Adams, Tad Burt Cullum, Cole Twombly, Cora Twombly, they're under arrest. And they're not going anywhere. They're not going to get bailed out. They're going to stay in jail till this case goes to trial. And we'll see whether or not the state goes for the death penalty in this case. That remains to be seen. It is a death penalty case, but will the state go for the death penalty? That we don't know. But we certainly will find out very shortly when we see the representation that 3 out of the 4 have enough money to hire their own private attorneys. Unbelievable, right? The last paragraph of the motion to hold defendants without bail, I'm going to read it to you. Well, I'll read that in the second to last. Adams and Cullum have a history of violent interactions, including death threats and intimidation against individuals who disagree with their ideas. Members of the conspiracy participated in multiple attempts to murder Butler in the states of Oklahoma and Kansas. They abide by their own philosophy and have no regard for the sanctity of human life. Adams, Cullum, Cora, and Cole have resources sufficient to organize and execute a complex murder. Therefore, they also have the resources to flee if given the opportunity. At the time of his arrest, Cullum had a rifle, ammunition, body armor, and a go bag prepared at his residence. Adams and Cullum owned numerous guns and other weapons. Adams and Cullum pose grave danger to witnesses and community members. No conditions exist which would effectively assure the safety of the community or any person involved in this case, including court officials, should Adams and Cullum be released. So that was the argument against even considering any kind of surety, bail for them to get out and to be released from the, because it's a capital murder case. So no bail for any of these individuals. And as we said, 3 out of the 4 have the means. Tiffany can hire a private attorney. Tad Cullum can hire a private attorney. Cole Twombly can hire a private attorney. However, it's a little strange that Cora doesn't have the means to do that, but her husband does. That's a little strange, isn't it? So he won't pay for her attorney, I guess, you know. So he's just concerned with his own butt, right? But he's not going to hire an attorney for his wife. Flower Girl, hello from sunny Vermont. Hello. Jesse Myers, big applause to the Kansas police. How fast they got all this info arrest and found the bodies in such an isolated area. Kudos. Excellent. DG, none of the 4 report to have any weapons that would make the COD anything other than brutal. I can't forget the broken hammer. You're 100% right, but we don't have confirmation. I mean, obviously, early on, we were hearing that it was gunshot wounds, and we're not hearing that now, right? Allie Books, she's crazy. Exeter Line 1930. Azari is a big supporter of Koberger. Well, Azari's a defense attorney, right? Michelle, it was all over custody, 100%. Machilia, I think they will go for the death penalty. My brother-in-law was murdered in Oklahoma, and they did not because they could not prove premeditation. They said if they could have proved that, then they would have. I'm sorry to hear of your loss in your family. Jicky, why wouldn't Cora be able to hire an attorney but Cole would? They are married, joint property. You know, Jicky, good question. We're not going to hold a divorce hearing here, right? One of them, right. Cole has money to hire his own attorney, but Cora doesn't, and they're married. How does that work? I don't know. I thought you're right. I thought there was joint assets, and that if he can hire a private attorney, why can't she? I don't know. Elaine McKenzie, hi Bill and peeps in the chat. Hello to all you guys in the chat. Welcome. You guys show up pretty quickly.